Well, that was unexpected. Hey, what's going on, guys? Ace here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be discussing the brand new Pokemon trailer that was released yesterday at the time of this recording. And that is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for the Nintendo Switch, which will be released this year on November 16th. And guys, I'm excited. I'm pretty dang excited for this game. I saw a bunch of leaks on this that, you know, I'm one of those people that, you know, anybody can fake a leak, which is true. Anybody can fake a leak, anybody can say something and it can explode and get out of hand, and then when the final product is shown off, we're all disappointed. But from the leaks that I saw, they all seem to be true. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are remakes of Pokemon Yellow, which was released back in, I believe, '99 for the Game Boy Color, and I'm fairly certain they're actually remakes slash sequels, seeing as how Red and Blue are rumored to be integral to the story in some way. However way that might be, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm still pretty excited to see what this game brings to the table in terms of Pokemon. I'm fairly certain it's a spin-off because we did also get that there's going to be a next in line, I guess, Pokemon game next year. And then the release the same day as when this game was announced was Pokemon Quest, which I've been playing a little bit of. I may give my thoughts on that at a later date, but for now, let's just continue talking about Pokemon Let's Go. Now, before I actually started recording this, I went back and rewatched the trailer a couple times. I went and read some articles, and I found out some things that I want to talk about. I want to discuss this, and first off, I'm just going to say I'm pretty excited about this game. Pokemon is my jam. I've been a fan since Generation 2. I went back and played Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then I went back and I played the Generation 3 and onwards. I played every mainline Pokemon game since they came out, or ever since I got a Game Boy, I should say. That being said, I love Pokemon. I loved Pokemon growing up. I still love Pokemon to this day. Any chance that I get to go back to playing any of the old games or maybe emulate some games that I don't have anymore, I will go back and I'll play some Pokemon if I feel inclined. Seeing this on a console in this style, I actually really like the art style. It's very, very crisp and just does whatever the 3DS couldn't do. This game looks phenomenal if you ask me. All the Pokemon look beautiful. Them graphics though, it's just, I like the character designs. I love the kids' designs. All the characters that we've seen so far, they look pretty good. They look like they belong in a Pokemon game. And it's also kind of harking back to the nostalgia of the old games, because in the old games, your characters had tiny bodies and big heads, and it just looks adorable to me. Now, as I said, this is a reboot slash reimagining slash sequel boot of Pokemon Yellow, which is now split into two versions, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which follows your character with Pikachu, and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, which puts you not really in the shoes of Blue, but lets you pick Eevee instead of Pikachu, which I think that's a great decision, because Eevee's the best ever, and you can fight me on that. I mean, technically, I think Squirtle's the best, but if I had to pick another one, it'd be Eevee. You can still fucking come at me. Now, I did hear that much like Yellow, you can't evolve your Pikachu or Eevee, which kind of sucks, because it goes back to the anime mentality, and I may talk about this at some point, but I don't know. I fucking hate Ash for not evolving his Pikachu. Why? Just because to be friends? You can be friends with a Raichu, too. And now that you're actually in Alola, you can have an Alolan Raichu, which is the best Raichu ever. Again, come at me, bro. But that's besides the point. If you don't like Pikachu or you like Eevee, you can pick either one up. And I can't really put into words how I feel about this game. When I first initially saw this, I was very taken aback because of one big thing, and that it's taking some ideas from Pokemon Go and incorporating it into the gameplay. Now it looks like you won't be able to battle wild Pokemon. You'll instead do how you'll catch Pokemon like you do in Pokemon Go, which it's fun to me. I still play Pokemon Go. I really like Pokemon Go. I play it off and on. I do go for walks. It keeps the blood moving. And seeing that with you can utilize one Joy-Con, which I thought was it was okay. I mean, what all is there to do? If you can use the motion controls to throw your Pokeball and move with just one analog stick, and you can press A to select stuff, I mean, what more could you use? But I'm really hoping you can use the Pro Controller, because I love this Pro Controller. It's the best controller that I've ever held in my hands, but that's besides the point. Back to the catching system. It looks like it takes, actually it's 1-for-1, the system from Pokemon Go. Instead of battling Pokemon and weakening them, you throw your Pokeball. When a ring shows up, the smaller the ring gets, and the more you aim for that small green ring, the better catch, the easier you'll obtain that Pokemon. This is not scripted. This is very jarbled, and I apologize for that. And I'm not going to say that this idea is bad. I see why they did it. It's to actually, I'm not going to lie, it's using Pokemon Go for your phone. It's linking the two games together. You can actually transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go onto Pokemon Let's Go. And they go into this Poke Park, which we have no idea what that's for. I'm betting it's either a Safari Zone deal, or it's something where you can just go... there was a game, like a mini game in the DS games, I believe, where you could transfer Pokemon from older games. You go in, you play a mini game, and you can catch them. But we don't know yet. And it looks like a lot of things that we as fans have been asking for are coming back into this game. You can actually ride Pokemon. It looks like HMs are out of the question. They got rid of them in Sun and Moon, and it looks like they're out of the question. Characters can be seen riding an Onix, a Lapras, and a Charizard, which is freaking cool. I'm really hoping it's more free range than it was in Sun and Moon. Well, just as free range, but you get what I'm saying. I want to fly around on a Charizard, man. I want to fly around on a lot of Pokemon, actually. I want to fly on a Pidgey in the sky. And Pokemon can actually follow you around. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to do this, but in the shots you can see Pikachu sitting on the kid's shoulders, and you can see Eevee sitting on the hat. I gotta go back and watch that, because I don't know if they're out when that happens. Oh, it does actually look like Pikachu and Eevee will sit with you, but you can have Pokemon follow you, and that's awesome. That's something that I've wanted ever since the remakes of Gen 2, where you had your Pokemon follow you wherever you go. And just from looking at it, all the Pokemon are going to be the same size as they are in the actual game, like their normal size, instead of being tiny sprites, and they fit in the... Onix is like... his horn is touching the top of the screen. That's great attention to detail, and I cannot wait to play this game, mostly because of that. And there's also something new similar to the Pokewalker, which I have somewhere around here. I have one. Whatever, I'm not going to go digging around for that right now. But it's similar to the Pokewalker, but it's also a controller, which you can use, you know, like a Joy-Con. And you can throw it, and you can use it to catch Pokemon, and the Pokemon actually go inside the Pokeball, and you can carry that Pokemon wherever you go. I don't know if it's going to function the same way as the Pokewalker or not, but that would just be so cool. And I just realized there's an empty bowl of cereal in the shot. An empty bottle of Jack. Don't worry, I'm not an alcoholic. That was finished like a year and a half ago, so they're not going to believe me, are they? But you can use the Pokeball as a Joy-Con. You can carry that Pokemon or whatever Pokemon you want in there, and I'm assuming it'll gain experience. It'll find items similar to the Pokewalker, which is so cool to me, and I'm really excited to see how that's more implemented. And from the looks of it, it does make sounds, and it does light up, which hopefully you can turn off, because if I walk around with that at work, or if I'm out at the mall or something, and someone hears freaking Eevee calling out to them, I'm going to be a little bit embarrassed. I'm going to be really embarrassed. But I think that's really cool, and from the looks of it, it's being sold at the equivalent to about $50 in yen, which is a little bit steep, but it's still a decent price for a controller, if you ask me. If its only function is being able to, you know, throw it like a Pokeball, you can actually move the joystick to move your character, so you can actually just play with the Pokeball if you want, which I would love to do. Just stream while I'm sitting here holding the Pokeball, just like, oh, I caught a Rattata. Power Rattata. Speaking of Rattata, from the sounds of it, this is only going to be focusing on the first 151 Pokemon, with a few Alolan forms, I'm guessing. From some of the sources that I've seen, there's a few Alolan Pokemon that are going to be in the game. What those might be, I don't know, and if it's actually true or not, I don't know. But I would love to see some Alolan Pokemon. They were my favorite additions to Pokemon Sun and Moon, bar none. And also, like I mentioned, this is linked to Pokemon Go, and regardless whether you hate the game or you like the game or that's a big turnoff for you, you don't have to use Pokemon Go to play this game. It's a standard Pokemon, it's your standard Pokemon fare. And I really like that. They're playing it, I mean, they're not really playing it safe. They're kind of playing, I don't know what I'm saying. It seems like they're playing it more on the safe side. They're adding new additions. They're changing the formula a little bit, but they're still keeping it to the casual market with Pokemon Go, but also catering to the fans of Pokemon who have been with the series ever since Generation 1. And I like the idea. I think it's time for Pokemon to adapt and change in a way that grows with this audience. All in all, I'm really excited for this game. I can't wait for it to drop in November. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about the biggest thing that it's just stared me right in the face. Co-op! There is co-op in a Pokemon game. It's couch co-op. You can take control of another Joy-Con. You can have a friend. You shake the Joy-Con a little bit. That looked dirty. And you're there in the game. And I don't know how, but when you both throw a Pokeball, they become a Super Pokeball or something, and they catch Pokemon. I don't know how that works, but it's so cool. And that's another thing that I really like about this game. I can actually sit down with my fiance or my friends, and we both can play Pokemon. That's awesome. We can all share an adventure together, and it warms my heart. Okay, after that little interruption, I think this is a good place to stop. So, my question for you guys today, what do you think of Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee? Which game are you going to get, and what do you think of all the changes that are taking place in this game? What are some theories you have about the story? What do you want to see from Pokemon in the future? I guess that's more questions, but answer them all! I don't care! Comments! Let's discuss this! And with that all being said, I want to thank you all. And with that all being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. If you like this video, then by all means, like the video. And if you want to subscribe, you can hit that subscribe button. And if you really like me, and you want to be notified as to when I upload again or live stream, I live stream every Tuesday, then you can hit that bell icon to be notified when I am doing a thing. And with that all the way, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, what have you, and take care. Goodbye.